Hi everyone, welcome to Audrey's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making the best meatloaf you'll ever eat. The ingredients you're going to need: chopped meat, I have 3 pounds here. You're going to need garlic, onions, an egg, carrot, some peppers. I didn't have fresh, so I just had frozen, about a cup, some oil, little mustard, ketchup, garlic powder, onion powder, breadcrumbs, some milk, salt, pepper, cubed bread, and then I have Lipton onion soup mix. So let's get started. So what I did to cut down on time, because I didn't want to make the video too long, so I went ahead and I sauteed. So in here I have 1 large onion. I have about a cup of chopped peppers, any color, red, green, yellow. I have 1 carrot that I just sliced, 3 cloves of garlic, and for this recipe is half of cup of olive oil, so about a half of that I used to saute this, and then I just threw some fresh parsley in. Okay, so I sauteed it to a golden brown. So this is cooled. You have to have this cooled completely. So we're going to get started. Okay, to this we're going to add 4 slices of bread, and it's cubed. So we'll just dump that in. Okay. We're going to add 1 cup of breadcrumbs. I'm going to add a tablespoon of onion powder and a tablespoon of garlic powder. Do it by eye. It's no big deal if you don't get it. Pinch of salt. Now I put about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. You could use any mustard. I do like the Dijon. So I put about 1 tablespoon on, also about half a tablespoon of pepper. I do about a 1/4 cup of ketchup. Okay. And this is optional, but I like to add Lipton onion soup mix. It does give it a great flavor. But it's optional. The meatloaf would taste fantastic without it. This just bumps it up another notch. Okay, and then you need about a cup of milk. Any type of milk. I have almond milk. So we'll just pour a cup in there. Okay, and the reason I'm mixing all of the mixture first, because normally people would put the chopped meat in the bowl and then add all the ingredients. Here you're going to add all the ingredients first, mix them well, because chopped meat is very funny. If you constantly mixing it and crunching it, it gets very tough. You're going to end up with a very, very tough meatloaf. It actually becomes like flaky and hard. So to do a nice, soft, moist meatloaf, you don't want to work the meat too much. So you're going to mix all the ingredients together first really well, because that's what you're trying to do when you're mixing up the chopped meat. So once this is mixed well, then you're going to add the chopped meat and fold until it's combined very well. Okay, so the bread soaked up a little too much of the milk, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. You want it moist, but not that moist. Okay, now we're going to add our chopped meat. This is 3 pounds of chopped meat. I'm going to be making a big meatloaf. You can reduce the ingredients by half if you want to make just a regular small meatloaf. Okay, I like to mix with my hands, so my hands are clean. And we're just going to fold the ingredients. Mix, and then I turn the bowl and just mix. Not being too rough with it. Okay. Now we're going to add 1 egg. All you need is 1 egg for a meatloaf. Eggs tend to make the meatloaf hard. So you only need, it's only to make everything stick together. That's its only purpose. So if you're going to add 2-3 eggs, you're going to get a very cake-like hard meatloaf. So, and that's not what we're looking for. So 1 egg for the meatloaf is fine. Okay. It's pretty much all mixed very well. Let me just clean my hands and then we'll get ready to shape it. Okay, so here's our pan. Let's move this over. Okay, with the rest of our olive oil, we're just going to cover the pan. Just give it a light coat. Okay. And we're just going to carefully dump this on the pan. Now I don't use a loaf pan because I find it to just the meatloaf soaking in its own grease and fat, so I rather put it in a pan with some tin foil and let all the fat come out. So you're just going to shape it into a loaf. This is a very big meatloaf. I got some hungry men in the house, so this will go very fast. You just play with it until it's the shape you want. Then we're going to take ketchup, cover the top with it. You can use tomato sauce, you can use tomato paste. I like ketchup. Just cover the top with it. We're going to put the oven on like 375 for about 45 minutes until it's nice and golden brown. Add a little parsley on top. Okay. So I'll come back to you when it's all finished. Okay, and here we are 45 minutes later. And it's nice and golden brown. Now the reason I like to use it in a pan like this is because you can see all the oil that came out. And the meatloaf isn't sitting in it in a deep meatloaf pan. Okay. So let me cut into it for you. It's nice and moist. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoy the meatloaf. Bye-bye.